Elizabeth Tabamubi's husband, Pius Biamucha, left Uganda in December 2025 after being promised a job in Russia by a Russian national identified as Dmitry. He was told he could work as a security guard. Tabamubi had no idea her husband was traveling to Russia. All she knew was that he had gone away for a few days on business. 4 days after he left, Tabamubi received a shocking phone call. Her husband informed her that he was already in Russia, something he had not disclosed before leaving. He had traveled alongside Tabamubi's brother, both believing they were pursuing a legitimate job opportunity.
I asked what they were doing in Russia. He told me someone had informed them about a security job like the kind of security guard work they usually do, the jumbo job. So after a few days, he said they were done with the training.
According to Tabamubi, the situation quickly changed upon arrival. Instead of being deployed for civilian work, her husband told her they were taken for a few days of training before being sent to the battlefield to fight in the ongoing war, something they say was never part of the agreement.
The last time we spoke, he said, we have been joking around about it at first, but now things have changed. He said things were really bad as they thought it was a security guard job, but instead they were taken to the military. He said they don't even know if they will survive.
She says she last heard from her husband on 17th January this year. During their final conversation, he expressed fear, saying conditions were dire and they had been misled. Tabamubi is not alone. She is part of a group of Ugandan families, mostly women, who say their husbands and relatives were recruited under similar circumstances. For many, the fate of their loved ones remains unknown. Jennifer Namuli shares a similar story. Her husband, William Chofa, left Uganda after being promised a job as a driver in Russia. Like many others, he did not disclose his destination before leaving. Upon arrival, she says he was taken to a military camp, trained briefly, and forced to sign contracts before deployed to fight.
They made him sign some documents in Russia that he didn't understand. And it was a gunpoint because they told him, if you don't sign, you see hell. There are some Ghanaians that they shoot when he was seeing just because they refused to sign.
Military contracts were given to them on gunpoint. Most of them tried not to sign the contracts, but they were put on gunpoint to sign the contracts.
Many of the affected men had previously worked as security guards in countries such as Somalia, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Through WhatsApp groups, they were reportedly connected to a Russian recruiter, offering similar opportunities, this time in Russia.
He was targeting the returnees who had experience, war-zone experience, like Iraq, Afghanistan, and Somalia. Those are the groups he was targeting. So when this gentleman came to Uganda, he found when these guys, most of them were jobless. They had taken long without working, so they were desperate. So this guy took advantage.
Families say most of the men traveled on tourist visas and were quickly moved into military camps upon arrival. Some relatives now fear the worst after reportedly receiving photos and messages via social media suggesting their loved ones may have died in combat.
So from day one, he did not tell them exactly what they were going to do. He only lied to them that they were going to work as security guards. But upon reaching there, we only got these stress calls. These ladies will tell you the messages they were receiving. These people were saying they did not know. If they knew, they wouldn't have left.
He explained that when they arrived, everything was different. They thought it would be like the usual security jobs, like in Iraq and Afghanistan, but this is not the same.
tugenda kuyingira ekisirikale.
Documents shared by the families indicate that recruits were promised a monthly net salary of about 160,000 Russian rubles, approximately 7.3 million Ugandan shillings. However, families say payments were to be processed through recruitment companies, raising further concerns about transparency.
This gentleman who had recruited them from here, Uganda, is the one that manages these accounts. So while these guys were on training, they were expecting to get paid, but they never got the payment.
Now, the families are appealing to government to intervene and facilitate the safe return of their relatives.
We know that they went in a bad, in wrong journeys. They don't use the right trips. But please, we call upon the government, we call upon the president, at least to help us, those men to come back. Let them come back, at least they be punished in their own country. Please.
The ones who died, there should be accountability. Russia should account for these people. These are serving under Russia. They should account for them. And these people should get paid. I mean, like now, these families, they are suffering right now. The money that took their husbands to Russia, they are not receiving any payment.
The families say they have written to several government agencies, including Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. Uganda is not alone in facing this challenge, with similar cases reported in countries such as Kenya. Norbert Atkunda, NTV News.